Okay. Uh, Today, maybe you noticed I'm in a different place, So we are doing a 5 days retreat in a retreat center, Like maybe you can see like this. And actually, this is a Maria. Actually, this is a actually Jesuit, Catholic retreat center. But maybe like a Catholic priest. Some of them are very interested in meditation. And one Catholic Jesuit priest who came to Japan 100 years ago, something like that, and he became very interested in Japanese Zen Buddhism, So he practiced Japanese Zen. So then he was at the same time Jesuit priest, Catholic priest, but at the same time he was practicing Japanese Zen, And then he created this place, Christian but Zen practice place, something like that, So I have a strong connection with them. So that's why sometimes once a month or every 2 months I'm doing retreat here, So we just started our retreat today, So we continue for 5 days, So some participants are also in this room, So they are listening to our talk, Okay, so last time, actually many of my Japanese students also attend this seminar, and for them, they say to me, it's very stimulating, and also they are so surprised, because they are practicing meditation with me for many years, and also they encounter many difficult problems in their meditation, and then some of you already showed what kind of difficulties you are facing, So then my Japanese students, they are surprised because we are having exactly same problem, we are having exactly same problem, So that's why, you are in Singapore, we are in Japan, but I think, our mind, the structure of our mind is exactly same. That's why we are facing the exactly same problem, So that's why if we can clarify the reason of our problem or our suffering, and then if we can show how to overcome it, then it will be very useful for everyone, for Singapore people, for Japanese people, for any people, for American people or West Indian people or something like that, Okay. So first, do you have any question like you want to ask, you attended already one class, last week, Then if you still have some question, then you can ask me now. Do you have it? Did you understand what I talked last week? Okay. So anyway, again, today, today's theme is how to overcome it, But it's exactly same as last week, Because last week, what is the problem? Then this is a solution, So if you understand the fundamental reason fundamental cause of our suffering. If you really understand it, then already you are finding like a solution over how to overcome it, you understand? Okay, so let's see our, okay, once more, can you see it? Can you see it?
I think it's still loading.
Two?
It's still loading. One moment.
Okay, just a moment, not this one. No, sorry. Can you see it? Can you see? Oh, you don't?
No, not yet, Bhante. No, we don't see.
Okay, just a moment. Can you see? No. おう。なんでだろう。Just a moment.
Bhante, would you like to send it to me and I'll try to share it on our site?
Okay, no, same as the last one, you have it already.
Okay, same as last week. Anche, you have it review?
I don't have last week's.
Okay. Okay, just a moment.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, right? Okay. Okay, so like first of all, like because all of you are already practicing meditation, right? So then you can see your mind more objectively than someone who don't practice meditation. Why? Because like for example, in your meditation, you are supposed to do something. You are supposed to concentrate on breathing or anything like that, then you find it's very difficult. Why? Because your mind is always jumping around everywhere, so very easily you can see that your mind is jumping around. Your mind is not staying at one place or like that. It's very easy to understand. But at the same time, like by thinking, you are creating some kind of world. Do you understand? Like, for example, you can think of tomorrow. You can think of what is going to happen tomorrow. You know, you are just thinking because tomorrow has not yet come, right? Tomorrow has not yet come. So this is your imagination, just imagination, you know, and you know that this is not true. This is not real, you know, but very soon you jump into this world, which you are thinking about tomorrow. And then this is not anymore thinking for you, you know? This is already real world, you know? That's why, like tomorrow, something very bad might happen. You know, this is imagination, but already this bad thing is very real. That's why you are so frightened, you know, you are panicked, or something like that. Okay? So this is what our mind is doing all the time. So then we don't know this is our imagination, or this is our real, or this is a reality or not. We don't know, you know. So then and this is about tomorrow, you know, or about future, you know. And how about past, you know? Like past already actually things have happened. This is real, right? So this is not imagination. But already you have lived for many, many years, 30 years, 40 years, you know, 50 years. And how many things have happened in your life? You know, millions of things. Even today or yesterday, so many things happened, right? Right, in 24 hours or 48 hours, so many things happened, you know? And then when you look back at the past, you know, you pick up only just small amount of fact. Do you understand? My point is, millions of things have already happened in your past. But when you look back, you pick up only one or two things, you know? Then, but this is so real, you know? Then you are completely in your past. Then these bad things which happened 10 years ago is already happening now, right now, something like that. Okay, so my point is, future, it's an imagination. And the past, it's a reality, but we pick up only just small amount of things which happened in the past, you know? So it means future or the past, it's just our creation, you know? Like sometimes I say movies or something like that, you know, movies, you know? Movie means it's almost like real, but it's not real, you know? Then we have tons of like some kind of judgment, you know, this is right, this is good, this is wrong, or something like that, you know? So already very twisted, you know? So like, you know, about politics is very, very interesting, you know, because why? because people who have a totally different opinion about politics, they make some kind of group. And there are totally different group who have a totally different opinion about politics, like like they are living totally different world, Well, all of you are living in Singapore, Singapore is very city, but some group of people are living in a world, and other people are living in a totally different world. Or everything is like that. Okay, so what does it mean? We are living not in the reality, but we are living in this kind of world. You can see, like so last week, we discussed about mindfulness. Mindfulness is so important. Why? Because mindfulness is showing the today's theme, how to overcome our suffering. So usually, like explanation of mindfulness is something like that. Yes, we have lots of attachment and anger, and attachment, anger are the cause of our suffering. And of course, we know that if we have attachment, then we are chasing after something, and we cannot get it, and we become so dissatisfied or something like that, and we become so miserable. And then we are angry with someone, with something, of course it's so obvious. Because of our anger, we become so miserable, so unhappy, or like that. So then for everybody, attachment and anger are the cause of our suffering. It's so clear. Then we think, okay, attachment and anger are very, very bad, then why don't we make them smaller and smaller and smaller, Then let's have less attachment, less anger, less, smaller, 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 Then, for example, if something good is coming to me, okay, let's not have attachment to this something. Or something bad is coming to me, okay, let's not have a fear or anger or something like that toward this one, Then if we live like this, like a non-reaction, non-reactive, then little by little we'll be free from our suffering, Actually, many people are talking like this, You have lots of anger, attachment, anger, and this is a opposite of mindfulness, That's why mindfulness is very important, without having attachment, without having anger, then you observe things. So if you practice this mindfulness, then little by little, you'll be free from attachment and anger, or something like that, But, but everybody who is practicing mindfulness, they know it's very difficult, Why? Because we need a totally different point of view, you know? Like from last week, I'm showing this picture. People are just chasing after, people are just escaping, and people are fighting, you know? But point is, this is in the world, this square world. And who made this square world? It's you, it's me. You know, this is the whole point. This square world doesn't exist like objectively. Until now, we believed this square world exists objectively. And this something good exists objectively. That's why we are chasing after this. If I can get this, I'll be happy. If I can get money, status, you know, job of a girlfriend, boyfriend, or something like that, then we'll be happy. And if we can escape from poverty, disease, you know, war, bad people, then we'll be happy. You know? So we strongly believe this square world exists objectively. And this something good exists objectively. This something bad exists objectively. That's why our happiness and unhappiness depend on how much I can get this, how much I can escape from it. Something like that. Okay? But this is not true. This is not true. You know? So that's why, just a moment. Okay. Oh, no, sorry. No. Okay, just a moment. Just a moment. No. Okay. This you can see, right? This is a okay. Last week we discussed a lot about this. Okay, so this square world, until now, we strongly believed this square world exists objectively, and something good exists objectively, something bad exists objectively. That's why our happiness, our unhappiness depend on the something good, something bad. You know? Then, of course, we have attachment, we have anger. You know, it's so natural. But if we have too much anger, too much attachment, it's not good. That's why let's not have too much anger, not too much attachment, something like that. You know? But no. Last week, I'm introducing totally different point of view. Totally different. You know? Like this square world, and you and me, we are living in this square world objectively. But at the same time, like you have a totally different self, So, like in this square world, there are so many kinds of objects. Object means forms. You understand? And then you yourself are the form, object. But as I said, you have a totally different self outside of this world. But this is not form. But that, this is a emptiness. Maybe like Prajnaparamita Heart Sutra, very famous sutra, and a very famous Chinese translation, So that's why maybe you know that, no? Like a Tibetan teachers also, they use it. But same, form is emptiness, emptiness is form. Until now, we didn't understand the real meaning of this very strange sentence. Form is emptiness, emptiness is form. What's that? What's that? Like a form has no substance, It's not like that. So then you can see the meaning of form is emptiness, emptiness is form, of Prajnaparamita Heart Sutra. Okay, it's very simple. Okay, in this square world, there are many kinds of objects. It's forms. You understand? Of course, human beings is a form, and any kind of like a cup or clothing or everything's form. And our mind is also form. Our mind is a little bit, we cannot see our mind, but you can see anger, attachment, desire, hatred or jealousy. Of course, it's not like it's not like an iPhone or like that. iPhone, we can see it, but we cannot see anger or attachment like that because it's transparent. But at the same time, you can see anger, attachment, or jealousy like that, right? So that's why all these things are also form. Okay, so physical form, spiritual form, and it's called in Pali, it's called nama and rupa. Okay, something like that. Okay, so anyway, this square world are full of forms, full of objects, Then you are also form. You have this kind of physical form, and you have also this kind of mental form. Here you are constantly thinking, or attachment, hatred, or love, attachment, or everything is going on here. And also you have this kind of physical form, right? So it means you consist of two kinds of form, mental form and physical form. Okay? Clear? And then outside of you, there are so many kinds of forms. Buildings, water, cars, or like that, Okay? So this world is full of forms. and objects. And until now, you think this square world exists. And you also exist as a mental form, as physical form, right? Then you have an attachment, you have anger toward other forms and objects. That's why, or then mindfulness teachers told you, or you should not have attachment, you should not have anger, without having attachment, without having anger, you should observe things or like that. So that's why mindfulness is very important. And of course it's true, but already it's almost almost impossible to have mindfulness. Why? Because this attachment, this anger, which mindfulness tell you how you should drop attachment, anger, but this attachment, anger are actually core of you. It's not like a application, as a computer, like it's not application. Application, it's very easy to delete. Oh, I don't use this application. You just delete. But if you are using Macintosh, MacBook, then you can't delete Mac OS, Mac operating system, So if you delete Mac operating system, then it's not Macintosh anymore, right? It's not MacBook anymore. I'm using actually MacBook Pro right now, So, but if I delete Mac operating system, then this machine is not anymore MacBook. Nothing. But I can of course delete any kind of application from my MacBook. It's easy. So then, attachment, anger, are they like some kind of application which you can delete, or attachment, anger are not good? Maybe I just delete. Can you do that? Or jealousy? Oh, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good application. So that's why I delete. Can you do that? Of course not. Of course not. Why? Because attachment, anger, hatred are already inside you. It's not application, it's operating system. You understand? That's why it's very difficult. It's almost impossible. Okay? So then Prajnaparamita Sutta saying, form is emptiness, emptiness is form. What does it mean? This is a totally different point of view. It's not like this object has no substance, it's not like that. Okay? So what does it mean? Okay. Until now, you believed this square world exists. And you also exist in this square world as object, as form, mental form, spiritual form, and physical form. Then in this square world, full of attachment and full of anger, like that. Then because of attachment, because of anger, hatred, everybody is so miserable, Everybody is so miserable. And then people think, attachment to anger and the cause of our suffering. That's why we have to get rid of them. And it's impossible. Then Prajnaparamita Sutta saying, form is emptiness, emptiness is form. And they said, and because if you understand this, you can really put final period to your suffering. It's not like a suffering becomes less and less. It's not like that. Suffering becomes zero. Nothing. Nothing. No more. No more suffering. Why? You know? So, form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. What does it mean? You are the form. You understand, right? You have a spiritual form and physical form. But at the same time, you yourself is emptiness. What does it mean, emptiness? You know? Or there is no like a substance in your body. You cannot find your body. Until now, people explain like this, but it's not true. It's not true, Point is, you yourself is emptiness. It means you belong to this square world and you exist in this square world as form. But at the same time, you are outside of this world. You are outside of this world, And this this illustration, showing someone is doing meditation, and square world in his head. But doing meditation is not point. Point is, this person who is doing meditation is out of this world, out of this square world. Then observing this square world with mindfulness. So, just imagine if you look at this square world from outside, you are not anymore, you don't belong to this square world, Then what's happened to you? Yes, you don't have any attachment, you don't have any anger toward all these things which are going on in this square world. Why? Because you are out of it. You are out of it. Because you don't belong to this square world. That's why you don't have any more attachment and anger to all these things. You understand? Okay. So then emptiness, like maybe shamatha meditation and vipassana meditation. And usually in Theravada countries like Myanmar or Thailand or Sri Lanka, they are practicing these two kinds of meditation, And vipassana meditation is actually meditation of mindfulness, without any attachment or anger, we are observing things. Usually two things, nama and rupa. It means spiritual things and physical things, So if we practice vipassana meditation, we can see we can see all the object in this square world objectively, Then we observe things carefully, with all the concentration. You know, our meditation becoming deeper and deeper and deeper. You know? Then we can experience emptiness. So we can experience emptiness. What does it mean? Like we can see empty place where there's no object, no form, you know. But we can see this empty place with very clear consciousness, you know. There's nothing, no more object. But we can still see all this nothingness, you know. Very strange. Until now, you can observe object, you can observe form, you know, you can see it, you can hear it, you can smell it, object, you know. But now all these objects are gone, there's empty place, you know. But you can still be aware of it, you know. Why? Because you yourself empty. You understand? So it means you are yourself form, but at the same time you are empty, you know. So you belong to this square world, which is full of forms and objects. But at the same time, you don't belong to this square world. And you are just empty, you know? So it means you belong to two dimensions. One dimension, which is full of objects. Second dimension, which is empty. Okay? So this is the meaning of form is emptiness, emptiness is form. Form is emptiness, emptiness is form, is talking about you, You know? It means you have form, but at the same time you are empty. You are empty, but at the same time you have form. Okay? So last week we discussed about the fundamental. Okay, just chat come. Bante, could you please explain what is the difference between emptiness and no self? No self. Okay. Okay. Just a moment. Okay, I said, like, in this square world, there are many things and many people, okay? And one of them is you, you know? One of them is you. And you think you are just one of these people. And you have a physical form and a spiritual form, you know? But point is, as I said, you belong to, at the same time, this square world, but at the same time, you don't belong to this square world, but you are outside of this world. Okay? So it means no self means you are not the one of these people who are in this square world. Until now, you think, I am one of them, but your true self actually don't belong to this square world. You are out of this world. That's why out of this world, that's why it's empty, because there's no form, no object, just space, just space. Okay, so that's why here, no self, no self means you can recognize, oh, this is me. No self, because it's empty. Okay, so last week we discussed about the fundamental cause of our suffering. Already we know. Just misunderstanding about who you are, about what is this world. We have a fundamental misunderstanding. Like Prajnaparamita Heart Sutta says, our thinking is completely perverted, completely upside down. We are totally crazy. We have completely misunderstanding about who we are, So, but now you understand who you are. You understand? So last week we discussed about fundamental cause of our suffering, and we realize it's our misunderstanding. So that's why solution is very simple. If we first realized our misunderstanding, then if we have a right understanding, then this is a solution. Like a Prajnaparamita Hatsuta. Prajna is like a wisdom. Paramita is a perfect. Like a perfect wisdom. It means opposite of misunderstanding. Opposite of misunderstanding. Then, if we just let go of our misunderstanding, and if we reach real, true understanding, Prajnaparamita, completion of wisdom, or perfect wisdom, then already fundamental cause of our suffering is gone. That's why, our suffering is gone. Then we can reach the enlightenment. Or enlightenment is like, of course, ultimate happiness, something like that. So that's why no more suffering anymore. Like that, Then how to overcome it? So how to do it? Then that's why mindfulness is very important, because Now you know you belong to two different kind of dimension. One dimension is square world. Another dimension is outside of this square world. You know? Then as long as you belong to this square world, you can never escape from attachment and anger. Because attachment, anger are just operating system of this world, you know? It's not of application, you know? Then Buddha said, mindfulness is very important. A Pali word of mindfulness means sati, you know? So right mindfulness is one of the 8 important things which Buddha taught at the beginning of his teaching, you know? So right mindfulness, samma sati, you know? So, but can we have a right mindfulness in this square world? Absolutely impossible, you know, absolutely impossible. Why? Because attachment and anger are the core of our mind, you know? It's operating system. So we can't get rid of this attachment, anger, you know? So we cannot have a right mindfulness as long as we live in this square world. But Buddha said, right mindfulness is very important, you know, for enlightenment. So what should we do? We should still have try to get rid of our operating system? No. If we get rid of our operating system, we will die. You know, MacBook is not anymore MacBook without operating system, you know? Okay? So, mindfulness is giving you some kind of hint. Mindfulness is telling you, you should observe things without attachment and anger, hatred, like that. And as long as you practice this mindfulness in this square world, you find it's very difficult. So then how can you practice mindfulness? You know? Then little by little, by being mindful means without attachment, without anger, we observe things, you know? Then by practicing mindfulness, little by little, you are getting out of this world, you know? Okay, chat. Venerable, I want to integrate the meditation into daily lifestyle. So is it mean that when we are doing work, something, our mind just focus on the objective and the proceed of work, something, in fact, we should set expectation of the end result. Basically, just be clear, what is the purpose of doing the work? Okay, okay, I understand, don't worry, okay? So, yes. Okay, in meditation, we practice mindfulness purely, you know, letting go of attachment and anger, you know. Little by little, you are finding who you truly are. You understand? Already, Prajna Paramita answered. You are, yes, exactly, you are form. But at the same time, you are emptiness. you are emptiness, but at the same time you are form. This is the answer. Okay? So through meditation, you little by little you can understand this. Okay, so then let's go back to this question. There, in the work, of course, in the work, you know, of course you have to judge, you have to deal with so many things, you know. But now you have a totally different kind of wisdom, you know. You are like you are working in some kind of office. Yes, you belong to this office. But at the same time, you don't belong to this office, you know. Then if you have this double identity, then you can work in the best in this office situation. Why? Because you can judge, okay, you should do this, you should do that, you should judge about so many things when you are working, okay? But at the same time, you don't belong to this world. That's why you don't have anger, you don't have attachment. So you can see things objectively without any judgment, without any attachment, without any twisted view or like that, you know? But usually people are full of like a twisted view, you know, full of glasses or full of something like that. You know that, you know. But now you can deal with all these forms and objects without any attachment, without any anger. So you can observe things mindfully. So at that time, you can work very efficiently, but your mind is very calm, peaceful, you know? And also, mindfulness should be with compassion. Compassion, you know, compassion, we have not yet discussed about compassion, you know? But compassion is very important. Why? Because we have too much personal emotion, right? Personal emotion, or like dislike, or like that, you know, I like him, I like her, I hate her, something like that, you know. But compassion is complete opposite. Compassion doesn't choose anybody. We have a compassion to everybody, you know. So compassion is opposite of our personal preference about human being. Okay, so then now you know how to live in this square world: mindfulness and compassion. Why you can have these two things? Because you know who you truly are. You know, you belong to this square world, but at the same time, you don't belong to this square world. It means you are form. You are one of the objects. But at the same time, you are emptiness. Emptiness. You know? Then you can deal with all these objects and forms in your office, you know? So if you are mindful, you can deal with all these objects and forms with very calm, peaceful mind, and you can have a compassion toward fellow, your co-workers, your families, or something like that. Like that. So it means uh, in this kind of Buddhist practice or study, first, like by doing meditation in a very quiet place, then you can find who you truly are. Then you go back to your normal life. You go back to this square world, but you can live with mindfulness and compassion, you know? So people around you are not like you. You know, people around you, they don't have mindfulness, they don't have compassion, you know that, that's why they are so miserable, they are so angry or they are so irritated or like that, you know that, right? But now you are working, you are living with these people, but you are not anymore like that. You are mindful, but at the same time, you are full of compassion. Then little by little, you can change the people around you like that. Okay? So in Buddhism, this kind of finding who we are truly are is very important. But at the same time, after we reach some kind of realization, then we should go back to our ordinary life, Then we should live with mindfulness and compassion with other people, because this world is full of suffering, full of misery, or like that. So that's why we should work for all these people, something like that. This is how to overcome our suffering. Okay. Okay. So shall we do some meditation? Meditation, okay? Okay. Okay, through this meditation, we try to find out who we truly are, Then later I know you have lots of questions, so we can discuss, okay? Okay, so please sit on some cushion or on the chair, Okay, please keep your back straight. Okay. Then sway your upper body. Okay, so please raise your shoulders up, and down. Up, down. Up, down. Okay. Then your head straight. Then please breathe out from your mouth. So breathe out all the airs in your lungs. Okay. Okay, through your mouth. Okay, please do 3 times. Okay, do it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Okay, last time. Breathe out. Okay. Okay, so today I a little bit discuss about compassion. You know, so we can practice compassion meditation. It's very powerful. You know, but we cannot do compassion meditation immediately. Why? Because this crazy mind, it doesn't have a compassion. That's why, you know. So compassion doesn't exist in this square world, you know. So usually we don't have a compassion. You know that, right? In your office, is there compassion in your office? Of course not, right? So usually compassion doesn't exist. That's why everybody is so miserable. We are so suffering, you know. Don't worry, not only in Singapore, everywhere is like that, you know. You know. So that's why before we practice compassion meditation, first we should be mindful of our body. Our body. Why? Like last week we discussed about the purpose of body meditation. You know, like when we are living in this square world with attachment and anger, we are constantly thinking. And thinking means we are creating movie. And we don't think this is a movie. We think this is real. You know? This is what is going on in this world. You know? So point is, we should get out of this movie world, which you made it. You know? So that's why today's theme is self-made suffering. Self-made. We made it. Why? How? We thinking, and we are creating this movie world. We believe this is a real world. You know? And then this movie world is full of suffering. Full of suffering. You know? Then who made it? It's me. I made it. Because of my misunderstanding, because of my ignorance. You know? This is a self-made suffering. Okay? Now you understand theory, you know? But now you really have to get out of this place. How? By observing your body, but your inner body, inside body, you know. So by letting go of your thinking, you can go into your body. Then you can go into your body, you can let go of your thinking. So usually I don't recommend Anapanasati as a first meditation, because usually if we try to concentrate on our breathing, we become too tense or like that, But body sensation, very naturally, we can enter into our body. Then naturally, we can let go of our thinking mind. Okay? Okay, so please close your eyes. Please close your eyes. Okay, so please pay attention to your feet, which are touching the floor or chair. And your buttock. And please pay attention to the bottom of your spine. Bottom of your spine. And please pay attention to your waist, back, shoulder, arms, hand, and neck, and head. Yes, your body exists. Then please pay attention to your abdomen. Your abdomen. What is going on over there? Your abdomen is rising, falling, following your in-breath, out-breath. So while please pay attention to your abdomen. Breathing in, it's rising. Breathing out, it's falling. Okay, so by letting go, we are thinking. Now you are little by little out of the square world. You are approaching to emptiness. Mindfulness. But where near mindfulness, there is a compassion. Don't worry, you are full of compassion. I know you can't see it, but don't worry. Now your compassion is coming out. So compassion meditation, we say some phrases. Ordinary you can never say this kind of phrase. But now, you can say that. By saying it, you are approaching to your true self. Okay? First, compassion to yourself. May I be well and happy. And of course, you know you have a full of suffering, pain, misery. That's why may I be free from any kind of unhappiness, misery, suffering. Okay, so please pray like this. May I be well and happy. May I be free from any kind of suffering or fire. Okay. Okay, so now you can feel compassion like as energy. So your body is full of compassionate energy. So that's why you can send this compassion to other people. Let's start from a person whom you like so much, your friends, your partner, your family member, or some teacher whom you respect so much. Please choose one of them and please place him or her in front of you, keeping 1.5 meter distance, and he or she is smiling happily. You like so much their happy face, and you pray, may this person be well and happy. But you know them very well, so that's why you know there was lots of suffering, pain, misery. Then you really want them to be free from them. Then you say, you pray, may this person be free from any kind of suffering. Okay, please pray like this for a while. May this person be well and happy. May this person be free from any kind of suffering. Okay. Then now your body is full of compassion energy. Do you feel something changed? Your eyes are totally different. Your eyes is eyes of compassion. So through your eyes of compassion, you can see the world with totally different point of view. Like you have a very intimate friends, And then today or yesterday, you met so many strangers on the street. They are just stranger. You don't know them. So your important friend and this stranger whom you just met today, totally different, usually. But now, these two people are not different. It means a stranger whom you just met today in some kind of restaurant, some kind of shop, or in the train, they are so important for you. No? So please pick up this kind of person and you say, may this person be well and happy. May this person be free from any kind of suffering. Okay. So your compassion is very strong. But in our past, our human relationships are not always happy. We had a very bitter experience, you know. So please pick up this, your very bitter experience of your relationship. You know, you don't want to think of him or her, I know. But now you can think of him or her, and even you can pray for their happiness. Okay, please pick up such kind of person which you had a very bitter experience, relationship. Okay. You say, may this person be well and happy. May this person be free from any kind of suffering. Okay. Okay, so your compassion is so super powerful. Then let's complete it. Okay. You can pray like this. May all sentient beings be well and happy. May they be free from any kind of suffering. Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Okay, so we still have a time, and I know you have many questions. So any question about my talk or any about meditation which you just did right now? Okay. So if you have a question, please your audio on and you can ask, or you can just write.
Bhante, can I ask?
Okay, okay, yes.
The awareness, can it be the mind? Like you said, there's the box, right? And then there's the awareness outside that can see the mind that is the crazy box and everything that's happening inside. Can the awareness, can it also be the mind? Just wondering. Because you said Nama Rupa is like inside the box, right? And then awareness is like outside the box. I don't know if it's something.
What is your question?
That means this awareness it's is our mind, but it's not. I don't know. Well,
Okay. Okay. Oh, today is a full moon? Full moon?
yes, today is
Yes.
moon.
I
Very
can
pretty.
see full moon from here. Okay, anyway.
Very pretty.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I think we can think there are two kinds of consciousness, two kinds of mind, you know. Mind in this square world has always object. Okay? Then usually we have not only just an object, we have attachment, we have hatred, or like that, opposite of mindfulness. Okay? But consciousness outside of this square world are totally different from our ordinary mind, you know. So it has no object. It has no object. Like we can say that the object of this awareness is nothingness, you know. So ordinary mind has a object like a form, but this awareness of a different kind of consciousness has no object. Okay, so that's why like a practice of mindfulness is just changing our mind from A to B. Okay, so this A is full of attachment of anger. Okay, but with this ordinary mind, we cannot be mindful, you know. So by practicing mindfulness, actually we change from A to B, like that. Okay, so this awareness, like eventually has no object, but actually this awareness can observe objects, you know, can observe forms, but with mindfulness. It means without any attachment and awareness. Hatred, like that. Okay? So that's why in our daily life, we really have to practice mindfulness, you know. So in daily life, as you know, there are many kinds of objects which we have to deal with them, you know, other people or things, or works, or like that, you know. And usually we have a attachment, anger, or like that, and we totally crazy, you know. But because of mindfulness, we can deal with all these things. We can see things carefully, objectively, but without any like and dislike, you know. So that's why our mind is always full of compassion, like that. Okay? Then eventually this awareness doesn't have any more object or form. Then it becomes emptiness itself, like a space itself. Okay? So then this is your true self. Okay? So that's why, you know, of course you have this kind of form, you know, physical form and the mental form, you know. And then this, of course, we cannot free from birth, old age, sickness, and death. You know, this one itself is, we are born and we become old, we become sick, and we die. You know? So from the beginning, you know, no exit, you know, full of misery. But now you know that this is not you. No. You are not only this one, you know. So it means, yes, this body will become old, sick, and die. But this one, no, not influenced by this, you know. So you don't have any more fear about life and death. Why? Because only this becomes old, sick, and dead, you know. But this one, nothing, you know. That's why a Buddhist funeral, yes, you lost your beloved mother or father or like that. You know, don't worry. Your mother didn't die. Your mother's body is gone. But your mother's true self is not at all damaged. So your mother is still living. Your father, your grandfather, your mother is still living, you know? So Buddhist funeral, they are trying to tell this truth to the family of us, you know? But usually Buddhist funeral, usually they don't succeed, you know? That's why they cannot send this message to the people who are shocked by losing, you know, their beloved one. But if really enlightened teacher performs Buddhist funeral, then he can tell people this truth. Don't worry. You think your mother is dead, but no, it's not true. You know, your mother is still living. Something like that. You know why? Because your mother has also two kinds of self. Your mother belongs to this square world, but the true self of your mother is outside of this square world. So only this body is gone, but this one doesn't go away. Something like that, you know. So that's why if you really understand this truth, you can be free from any kind of suffering, you know, suffering in your daily life and suffering of your life and death stuff like that. Okay, so but this is not the theory, you know. By practicing mindfulness and by practicing this compassion, little by little, you are becoming familiar with this kind of truth. Okay? Okay, so anybody? So you can write or you can say, okay, anything? Did you feel compassion in your compassion meditation? So usually it's very difficult to have a compassion. And people say compassion meditation is impossible. No, it's not true. We can have compassion meditation. We can have compassion. Yes, if we really understand this double structure, you know. So because it's very difficult to practice compassion meditation with this ordinary me, you know. But by practicing compassion meditation, we can let go of this ordinary me and this totally different true self, you know. Okay, so please clarify your, your ambiguity.
Sorry, Bante, can I ask one more question?
Yes.
Sorry,
Please.
can I ask, right? You know, just now you said to observe the abdominal breathing, right? Like just
Abdominal breathing. Okay.
yeah, like I will want to put my hand there and like feel. And then when I don't feel it, I would see myself grasping onto it. Like I want to be able to feel it. Then once I see myself wanting to grasp on that, I will stop and not want to feel it. I just like put my hand away and just feel like do we like when we are noticing the abdomen go in and out, do we need to feel it, like put our hand there to feel, or doesn't matter?
Okay, so this abdominal breathing, you know, like some meditation teachers is teaching like you have to observe this abdomen and breathing in, breathing out, rising and falling, you know. But actually, many people's abdomen, they don't rise, they don't fall, you know. You understand? Because they are breathing with this chest. Their abdomen, it doesn't move, you know. So, but this is actually a problem, you know, because your breathing is very shallow, and with this, you know. So that's why, like before we practice this abdominal breathing meditation, like actually our abdomen should rise and fall, you know. So then like our mind is becoming calm and peaceful when we doing abdominal breathing, you know. So before we practice this meditation, please practice this just breathing meditation, breathing. Okay, just one question. How about mother's love? She is in the square world too, right? Okay. Okay, yes and no, you know. Like mother's love, yes, sometimes mother love has also attachment and anger like that. At that time, mother is in this square world, you know. But also, mother can be outside of this square world, you know. Why? Because mother can see their children with this compassion mind, you know. So that's why mother can be both. If mother is in this square world, yes, like raising children will be very difficult or very painful. But if by raising kids, then it also can be practice of compassion, Then motherhood is a very good practice. Okay, now it's already 9:30 or 10:30 according to Japanese time, Okay. Okay, shall we close?
Okay.
Okay.
But do you want to lead us in the closing puja?
Okay,
Or
okay.
dedication of merit?
Okay, by the merit which we accumulated by discussing or by meditating, may all beings be well and happy. May all beings be free from any kind of suffering.